My special thanks to Ajahn John and Sarah. I have a question. And once a person is born into a low bhumi, it's very hard, very difficult for him to be born back to the good bhumi, to be a human again. Then what happens to the panya that person has accumulated for so many previous lives, and if there will ever be a chance for that person to be born back into a good bhumi, to be back to a human again.
Are we now listening to the words of the Buddha? So very subtle. What would next life be? Who knows? What would be next moment? Who knows? Can anyone know at all? But this moment is next moment for previous moment, right? That's why no understanding of any truth of any moment at all. Just think about the word. We know what it's meant by reality. It's real, a reality. Why it's real? It has its characteristic which appears like sound, cannot be other thing else. Smell cannot be sound, and sound cannot be smell at all. So we learn about the truth that what we take for something all the time in one's life, somebody, everything, in truth, it's just a moment of experiencing what is there without any understanding of the ultimate truth of that very moment. That before it's there, it's not there, right? And who makes it arise? No one at all. But it's there, as one has fallen away again and again and again. This morning and then afternoon. What are there in between? The moments in between. Who knows or who understands what is there at all? Without each word of the Buddha, from his enlightenment, out of his very supreme knowledge or understanding of the truth. So he said, whatever is real, is real. Can we change it not to be there when it has been there? Now, seeing. Who can stop seeing to see? Impossible. So we learn about the reality which is conditioned to arise unexpectedly all the time, and it's gone before there can be any considering about the truth of it, that is not now, which is that which has gone, different ones from moment to moment. So what is there? It does not appear as it is, because no idea about seeing, just heard about it. It's real, and it's so real. Everyone say that see is real because it's now seeing. But what is the truth, the true nature of seeing? It cannot be that which is seen, right? And without the reality which arises to experience an object, only one object at a time, and it's conditioned to arise to see. After it has arisen, performed its function, then it's gone. No condition for it to stay longer, just condition for it to arise and see right now. Is that true? And this is a beginning to understand what is there cannot be the other thing. Seeing cannot be like or dislike. It just arises to experience the characteristic which appears as it is, not as someone. See, just a dot or a moment of seeing. Can what is seen be something like a cup or a flower, or even the leaf, just one leaf, before it can appear as a leaf, so many dots on the paper. The paper, when there's no one put the color on it, it cannot be right now full of colors, many different colors, which condition the shape and form to be known as what is there, different ones. Now, it's seen, and that is seen, and is seen, everything is seen, but the idea of that which is seen is different. But in truth, what is seen cannot be other reality, because it's only a reality among all other realities. Only one reality which can impinge on the eye base. Without the eye base, there cannot be seen, and even there is the eye base or the eye sense. When nothing impinges on it, they cannot be seen. We cannot see what is at the back at all, because it does not impinge on the eye. That's why just each moment is conditioned by not just only one condition, unknown at all. Because in order to understand the truth of seeing, it has to be the moment of hearing that there is seeing, and there's no understanding of seeing, that it has arisen and see and then gone. So consider the truth carefully in order to let go ignorance, no understanding of the truth. Just a moment or many moments of hearing or talking about seeing, how much understanding of the truth of it. See, there has to be more careful considering. We understand seeing right now as it's real. It cannot be hearing or thinking, and it's moment in life unknown from birth on and on until death. If there is no hearing about the truth of seeing, seeing is taken for I see, because at moment of seeing, just the moment of seeing, there is no one there at all, right? Consider just one moment, not many moments together, just only one, the moment of that which arises and see and then falls away instantly. So that which sees is not that which is seen. No thought about it. So there is the idea, I see something from birth to death. Is that right? But what about the words out of enlightenment of the Buddha? Whatever is real can be known. But it's so very subtle. Even how much subtle it is, it can be known. But not by just hearing only once and no understanding of the truth. That's why now, how many times we heard about seeing? Can anyone count? We talk about it many times. There is seeing right now, but not yet the understanding of the truth of it, right? That's why how long it's not being carefully considered, no word about it, to consider whether how is the truth, what is the truth of it, which is even right now it's there, but no one can experience it, because we think about that which is seen all the time, today, yesterday, last year, from birth up to now. We always think about that which is seen. But what is the reality which is there sees? Without that reality, can there be what appears now? Seen? So, what is that which is the master of the world? Without it, there cannot be anything or anyone, any world appear at all. But now, what is seen is there all the time. And seeing is not only one moment which sees. The object cannot be taken as the shape and form of something at all, just one dot. See, how can it be a bird? But many dots. There can be what we take for a bird on the paper or on the cloth. But the truth is that it's just that which is put on at moment of a dot, from dot to dot. So now many dots here. Can anyone count many dots? One eye, before it can be just only one eye. Many dots. And this is true or not. Whether it's true or not, it's not just to believe, but to consider what is there which hasn't been thought about before, the reality which arises at birth, to experience what is there. So life is that which arises and experiences an object. What moment of experience an object? It's life. Otherwise, it's just the seed or the tree or the ocean or the sun, whatever, but no experiencing at all, because there are two kinds of what is there so real in life. The reality which cannot experience anything at all, and no matter what, cannot appear at all without that reality which arises to experience it. So now, begin to study of life. Seeing sees. What does it mean? Now they're seeing, and seeing sees. No one sees, right? No one. But there is a reality arises and see. So the seeing is the reality which experiences the object which is seen. So now the object appears because seeing sees it. But in life, who thinks about seeing at all? Even right now, just that which is seen all the time. That's why the Buddha taught about the truth, the hidden truth, from eons and eons ago. But it's there all the time, unknown. So imagine or consider what is the real world. The real world, just one moment, experiences what is there. Seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, different moments. That's why moment of seeing is not moment of hearing. At moment of hearing, where's the moment of seeing? Can they be there together? Can just one moment experiences two objects? Impossible. By conditions. Not just to believe, but to listen to the words of the enlightened one more and consider more each word, whether it's so true, because he had enlightened the ultimate truth of what is there now, arises so very quickly, very shortly, and then gone. Is that true? Before we came here, there were many moments of seeing. Where were they, those moments? But even right now, at moment of seeing one thing, and the other moment after that, another thing. So it's not the same moment. So life of the reality which arises to experience the object, otherwise it cannot be life at all, is so very short. just arise and falls away in split seconds. If it's so slowly, it can be known. But in truth, it's so very, very quickly arising and falling away. And who knows that it's right now? Before seeing, there's no seeing. But now, how comes seeing to see? This is anatta, not anyone or anything, but each one is each reality because it's real. Seeing is real. Just consider again and again and again. We don't talk about a bird see, a cat see, a dog see, but we just talk about seeing. Is there enough attention to the truth? We just talk about one reality at a time. If it's not known, it's something instantly because of the succession of that which arises and falls away. It's so very rapidly. Now it seems like there is seeing and hearing and thinking. While we're talking, they're seeing all the time. Is that right? But they cannot be the same moments. And this is life, which covers up the truth, because no understanding of what is there at all, until Buddha enlightened the ultimate truth. Never be changed. The truth is the truth. That's why even seeing is conditioned to arise. For example, if we think just roughly, without the eye, there can never be seeing. Even there is the eye, but if nothing impinges on the eye base, there cannot be seeing. And more than that, more conditions for seeing to arise. That's why Buddha taught about one reality from the very beginning and on and on and on, about the details, about the different conditions which can be understood, but it depends on whether it can be realized, depending on everyone's accumulation. That's why we are different from moment to moment, because of seeing different things, and the feeling and remembering and taking it, it's different. With attachment or with aversion, for example, is this now or any time in life? Is there any understanding of seeing? Enough to not forget about attending to the characteristic which is not attended before. Who thinks about seeing in a day? Honestly? Is there anyone? It's there all the time, see. If there is no thinking about it, how can there be the understanding of the nature of it? So the teachings of the Buddha, not just to be heard, to be believed, but to realize the truth. That's why he became Samma Sambuddho, the one who teaches the other to understand the truth, because the truth is so very subtle. See how subtle it is? We talk about seeing all the time. Is there any moment of understanding seeing as we have talked about it? It's conditioned to arise. It sees and it falls away. And it can just see. It cannot hear. It cannot think at all. Each reality is never the same one. That's why we learn to understand one reality at a time, because it's there, that can be known, can be considered carefully, can begin to have firm confidence of the truth of anatta. Anatta means what is real is real. For example, seeing. It's wrong to take seeing for I see. because see is just a reality which is conditioned now to arise to see and then falls away instantly. So what can be known in life, no matter in what world, heaven or human being or animal realm, can be known only through one of the 6 ways: seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and thinking. Is that right? Can there be more ways to experience what is there? But the truth cannot be changed at all. That's why learn to understand the truth of what is there with more and more confidence. There are different kinds of reality, different main categories. One cannot experience anything at all. Now there is seeing, but this cannot see. Hardness. It's just hardness. So no matter when and where, what are there in heaven or this world, there are realities which arise to experience the object, different ones, not just only one reality. But the chief of experiencing is a reality which does not remember, does not feel, does not like. It just arises to experience the object clearly, to be known whether it's fake diamond or the real diamond or the sky or the horizon. It can experience what is there. So there is moment of understanding the differences between what is seen, blue or yellow, dark or light, or is experienced by one reality, which is the chief of experiencing an object. And when there is the word, the chief of experiencing an object, what does it mean? What is the meaning of the chief? It means that there are other realities which arise and experience the object too, but not as the chief, which experiences the nature of that which appears very clear. Even the word clear can be used in different manners or different ways. For example, what appears now does not appear well. Is that right? Learn to understand the truth of life gradually and understand the truth of one reality a little more. Otherwise, it's just remembering the word, no understanding of the nature of it at all. For example, we can take the word. The reality which sees is that which experiences the object which impinges on the eye base. But what about the truth of seeing right now? It's just a word. But the more understanding of reality is not only seeing, anyone is real when it's there, and it can be known. And Buddha taught all about everything in detail, so very subtle, to follow the subtlety of the meaning of the nature of it, not just the word. For example, seeing, no doubt. Everyone knows because they is seeing right now, but that is not enough at all to understand the truth of seeing. It's a reality. Why is a reality? It's real. It arises. It's there, sees. And when we say experiencing an object or it sees, there must be that which is experienced or that which is seen. So now, attention to that which is seen or attention to that which sees right now. There is seeing for sure, and there is that which is seen now. Where's the attention? It attends to that which is seen or the seeing right now. The truth is the truth. Being truthful to the truth is the quality of parami, the support nature which support understanding to understand closer and closer to the moment when it's there. Now we are talking about seeing, but it's not close to seeing, because seeing is here, so close. But at this moment, is the moment of understanding closely to that which sees all Dhammas, and just understand very little about Dhamma, only Dhamma. It cannot eradicate the idea of someone or something from that which appears after it arises and falls away in succession so rapidly right now. That's why learn to understand each word of the Buddha when it's there. For example now, we learn to understand seeing because there is seeing right now. And how long will it take to understand the difference between that which is seen and that which sees? The word that we have heard many, many times, seeing is real, it's a reality, it's there now, to be heard, to consider the truth of it. It does not have any shape or form at all, the seeing itself. It is that which arises and see. Who experienced that? Someone answered instantly, sometimes I experience it, not at all. What is it that is known enough to be object of considering carefully? Who can imagine the reality with no shape, no form at all? At all. Imagine that which arises and experience the object. When it appears, nothing can be there as the object. Right? For example, right now, only that which is seen now. In this room, outside this room, on the street or anywhere, seeing sees that which is seen. So that which arises to experience the object, no shape, no form at all, but the characteristic of moment of that no form appears as that which experiences. If the object appear, it's not the reality which experiences the object appear. Is that right? So Dhamma is right now. The moment of study Dhamma is this moment of understanding what is there. Otherwise, it's not studying Dhamma. It just learn about the word, about it, not the nature of it. Can it be known in this life? The very subtle reality, no shape, no form at all, when it appears, nothing can be there as that which is seen or heard or smelled. Only the reality which sees, but there are other mental factors which experience the same object, arising together, experience the same object, and then fall away together, who knows? But we learn from the words of the Buddha about the subtle reality. It's not just Citta there. Citta to arise, and there are many conditions too. And the chief of experiencing means that there is also other reality which experience the same object, but not as the chief, because it has its quality different from Citta, performs different functions, but experience